Hey folks, this is Bill with Dine Drink Vegas. I am walking into Gordon Ramsay Steak here in the Paris, Las Vegas on a Sunday night in May of 2023. Specifically, it is Mother's Day, and this place that I'm walking through is designed to look like the Chunnel. So we're in the Paris, right? We're walking into a London themed steakhouse, so that's a really cool decorative touch as you walk in. Although that red color, I think you're going to see a lot of that in the restaurant and probably in some of the pictures we're going to take later on. On Dine Drink Vegas, we never make you watch us eat, so what I'm doing real quick is walking you through the restaurant to give you a sense of the space. Me and my buddy Ryan have just sat down. After we eat the meal, I'll come back with a hot take, and then I will come back and show you still photos of the menu of the things that we ate and talk about what it is that we enjoyed. So as you walk in, they've got bar seating available, although I would try to get a table if you could. You absolutely are going to want to make a reservation, particularly if it's on a busy night. But as it's the premier steakhouse in one of the premier hotels in Vegas, yeah, advanced reservations are going to be helpful. It's crowded, but the vibe and the ambiance is good. We've sat down, although we haven't ordered our food yet, so I can't tell you how things are going to be. They've got some upstairs seating as well. So I'm excited to try this spot out. I will come back after we've eaten our meal, tell you what it was like, and then again, I'll show you a video of the menu and tell you about what we ate. Hey, so this is Bill. I'm still here at Gordon Ramsay Steak, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of a hot take. We really enjoyed my meal. We being me and my buddy Ryan that I'm here with. It was really good. But it probably wasn't one of my very favorite steakhouses in Vegas. So let's start with the strengths, right? The atmosphere was great. The cocktails were fantastic. But my pork, I ordered it medium, and it was just about well done. So it tasted good. I ordered the Iberico pork. It tasted great. It was seasoned nicely, but it was overdone by at least 1 and more like 2 degrees. There was a weirdly long gap between the appetizers and between the entrees. So I like it. I like it very much. And I'm going to come back in just a minute with still photos of the actual things that we enjoyed. But on balance, I'm not sure that this was one of my favorite places in Vegas. Sit tight and let me come back so I can talk you through the individual things that we enjoyed. So as you look at this menu, it's pretty typical of an upscale hotel in the center of the Strip in Las Vegas at one of their high-end steakhouses. It's fairly expensive, and you're not going to find a whole lot of cheap meals here. That said, if you go through the menu long enough, you'll absolutely find some things which are a pretty good deal. For example, the 4-ounce Iberico pork, it's listed on the menu as a pluma cut. The waiter described it as a pork secreto. That's actually a pretty good deal, right? The lobster mac and cheese, there's no reason in the world you couldn't eat that as an entree if you wanted. That can be a good deal. So it's a high-end expensive menu, but there are values to be found if that's what you're looking for. Also, the drinks were pretty good. I enjoyed those, and they're fairly normal prices for the Strip. What bothered me was stuff like $14 for a locally produced beer. Like that was just, I don't know, to me that was off the charts insane and probably not an experience I would care to repeat. However, once the food started coming out, it was pretty good. Now, it was good, but it wasn't always precisely the thing we asked for. Like this cocktail is a Vesper. A Vesper is, it's out of one of the James Bond movies. It is a combination of gin and vodka. And I asked for a Vesper with an orange twist, and the waiter said, yeah, sure, of course we can do that. He didn't ask me what kind of vodka or gin I wanted, but fine. When it came out, though, it still had the lemon twist on it. And I thought they just made a mistake, and I was thirsty at that point, so I'm just going to drink my drink. And then he came out with a smaller orange twist, gave that to me, took the lemon twist away, and said, oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. And that's just how we present it here. It has to be presented with the lemon twist. Here's your orange twist. And that was weird. I had asked for a drink a specific way. They said they could do it a specific way, but they felt like it was important to present it to me a different way, and I'm not sure I understood that. The old-fashioned I ordered, though, was very good, and it was on point. I'm not sure whether there's the actual fruit of the orange there instead of just the orange rind, but whatever. My old-fashioned was good, and I very much appreciated the fact that they were using the clear, large ice cubes made out of distilled water. It's a better presentation. It frankly winds up being a better drink. Once the food started coming, they brought us this bread roll, which is actually 2 different kinds of bread. The butter served on the side had some smoked sea salt on it, and the butter was heated up to almost room temperature. And that's a touch that I really enjoy because I hate it when they bring you cold butter out to the table and then you've got to destroy your bread to try to get the butter spread out. So that was a nice start to the meal, and that was just complimentary. It was included as part of the deal. This is the hamachi crudo, which I got as my appetizer. My buddy Ryan didn't wind up getting an appetizer. I'll be honest, the hamachi crudo was probably the highlight of the meal for me. So, it wasn't spicy. I've had some hamachi crudo in much spicier preparations. This wasn't. The jalapenos on top you'll want to remove if you don't like spicy bites, but even that wasn't particularly bad. That was excellent. That is an appetizer I would encourage you to try. They also did a really pretty and artful job of presenting it. Now, I want you to notice something, though. In this picture, there's a red glow and a red background. And I said in the hot take that I enjoyed the atmosphere, and I did. But this color red is permeating everything all the way up through the lights. When it came time for our entree, I asked for the Iberico pork appetizer because I've been on a diet. I've been trying to lose some weight. 4 ounces of meat was legit all I wanted. He's like, no, you need to order the 8 ounces. I said, I don't think I do. He said, you do. And then he brought me this 8 ounces, so it cost twice as much as I intended to pay. And like I couldn't finish it because I knew what I wanted. And that was the second time in that meal they'd done something other than what I had told them to do. So that was pretty disappointing. It was also just a giant pile of shishito peppers. Now, in terms of strengths, both of the sauces that came with it were good. The meat was exceptionally good. It was seasoned nicely, but it was cooked inconsistently. Those 2 cuts of Iberico pork weren't done to the same temperature. One of them was overdone by a couple of different degrees. So it had the potential to have been good, but the execution on this particular night simply wasn't there. My buddy Ryan got the beef Wellington, and that was certainly the better of the 2 entrees. It tasted great. The pastry crust was flaky. Now, the disappointment, he intended to have ordered some more food. He didn't wind up ordering any more food because it said it came with mashed potatoes and roasted root vegetables. And you can see that here. It did technically come with those things, but it was just a very small schmear when he was expecting something a little bit more substantial. I guess that's something the waiter could have handled or described a little bit differently. Now, that wound up not being a huge deal because we got the lobster mac and cheese to go on the side, and I probably should have framed this picture differently. But there's no reason in the world that couldn't have been an entree. Like, that was plenty of food all by itself. That was delicious, and there were plenty of bites of lobster in it. Again, it was a dark place. It was hard for me to highlight everything the way I really wanted to. But sure, there was lots of lobster in there, and I enjoyed it very much. So would I go back to Gordon Ramsay Steak? Sure, if that's where a group I was with was going. On my own, though, I think there's just some other places I would rather try. And again, I don't want to overstate my case here. It was good. I enjoyed my meal. I enjoyed the ambiance. But there were 2 different points where they thought they knew more than I did about what I wanted or how to present it or something like that. And that was just weird. And at the prices you're going to pay for something like this, I would expect more of a high-end experience. Bring me the thing that I've asked for that you've said I could do, and cook it to the correct temperature. And if you're going to make me eat 2 different pieces of meat, cook those 2 at a bare minimum to a same temperature. I hope this video has been helpful to you. What we try really hard to do here at Dine Drink Vegas is bring you short and focused videos to give you the information that you need to plan your next trip to Vegas. If we have been helpful, I would really appreciate your support for the channel by having you click like and subscribe. Tell your friends about our channel so that they can use it too in planning their travel. And ask us any questions in the comment section below. Or if you think we got it wrong, tell us that in the comment section because we love to hear from our viewers. Thanks so much for watching and happy travels.